A sovereign wealth fund is coming. Are you financially prepared to make the most of it? This fund could provide direct payouts, debt relief, or other financial benefits. The question is, will you use it wisely? What will you do with the extra money? Will it help you build financial security, or will it disappear into impulse spending?
Whispers of this shift, signs of currency changes, and new systems promising to redistribute wealth. As the old control grid loses its grip, transformations are unfolding even within the money system itself. A new digital financial system is emerging on your planet.
In a world of economic uncertainty and financial turmoil, a glimmer of hope has emerged. Today, we delve into the fascinating world of Charlie Ward and the Nesara Gesara initiative. Charlie Ward, a name that has become synonymous with the Nesara Gesara initiative, has a life story that's as intriguing as the initiative itself. Ward grew up in a humble family, instilling in him the values of hard work and determination. As a young man, he showed promise.
All right, we are live. I am getting some things together for the live, but go ahead. You guys can hop right on. You guys can share the video.
We all owe a great debt of gratitude to Miles Johnston for bringing this young man to our attention. Harold is everything we could wish for in a guide, as humanity steps forward into the future. He has covered everything. Harold is a physicist, and he has also studied geology. He knows the problems we will have to face when the chaos begins.
The hidden architecture of the new Earth, beyond Nesara Gesara. Beloved friends, today I invite you to travel with me beyond the surface of what we think we know. Beyond headlines, beyond rumors, beyond the endless repetition of Nesara and Gesara. For in bank accounts, it is measured in creativity, in compassion, in the vibration of our souls.
Hello, everybody. I'm Elizabeth Vargas, and at this hour, all eyes are on SpaceX as it prepares to launch the Super Heavy Starship rocket from its facility on the Texas Gulf Coast. This will be the 10th test flight of the Starship.
atomic settlement. Real-time cross-border payments does not mean real-time settlement. Let me explain. Project Nexus solves the clearing problem. The sender's bank account is debited, the recipient's bank account is credited instantaneously.
You know I hate XRP. Why is that? Because it's a scam money. It's going to take away your wealth. Yes, it's pumping. Yes, I agree. It's pumping right now. I can see that. But this is going to do well because people don't understand it's a centralized system.
I have a big question, which is who runs the world? It used to be an easy question to answer. If you're over 45, like me, you grew up in a world that was dominated by two giants. And that's why today we live in a leaderless world. But as we know, that's not going to be with us for long. So what comes next? What kind of a world order might we expect over the...
This is a White House that had Dylan Mulvaney interview Joe Biden.
Tucker Carlson, Congress has until the end of June to finish the currency reset protocols. This will allow us to begin interfacing quantum computers around the world in the first part of July as we mobilize the new quantum financial system. We will begin to see bridges built between countries' computer systems that will allow us to cooperate and coordinate currency transactions through an...
As the old control grid loses its grip.
Are you ready for what's coming? Because I'm getting excited.
Graham, you've been popping up on my For You page now for months. I love your content, and it's the thing with TikTok. I absolutely love listening to people with such outlandish claims and theories. It's amazing. Well, I'm sat here, it's April the 1st. I've not heard any of these announcements yet that we're all going to get this quantum bank account with millions of pounds that's owed to us because we were sold at birth by signing this birth certificate and this Nesara Gesara.
As prioridades. Aqueles que estão fazendo um trabalho pro bem, aqueles que estão fazendo um trabalho de recuperação da natureza.
Nosy. He's the former chairman of the San Carlos Apache tribe and a great spiritual leader for his people. 2 weeks ago, I was visiting him in San Carlos Apache in Arizona. He took me to the prisoner of war camp that held the Apache people for many years. And that is where I took this photo.
This is Steve for Nesara Gesara News. Got some information for you. I've got for you is real simple. As far as the information I've got a lot of interesting things. Nesara Gesara, Donald Trump, when he gets back in office, is going to return us to a gold standard.
The Gesara announcement is getting ready to be announced. When they announce the Gesara announcement, they are going to pay off all your mortgages, your credit cards, your car notes, your student loans. Any bank loan is getting ready to be paid off. We're getting ready for a debt jubilee at
Hi, this is Dr. Scott Young, and today we're going to do an economic update. I'm going to show you several kind of different features that we're seeing out there in the world. Coming right up. Hey guys, so just make sure you
I guess you could say, indicators or comms that would lead us in a direction in terms of the narrative, in terms of what we're speculating about, that would kind of throw us off the scent because they didn't want.
Todo lo robado será devuelto. Recursos infinitos y tiempo.
These two books come up in the #1 position when searched on either Global Currency Reset or Nesara Gesara. Want to find out what important part XRP plays in the quantum financial system? Get these books right now.
Saint Germain confirms progress and offers insight. By Christine Burke. Hello one and all. I am warmed by your steadfast faith in holding the light for the release of the freedom and prosperity programs, beginning with the topple of the domino that is the liberation of the 800-S. Every time you choose to
Because this moment is your moment, it belongs to you. It belongs to everyone gathered here today and everyone watching all across America. This is your day, this is your celebration, and this, the United States of America, is your country.
As we speak, we have conversations with various representatives of China. I believe that will all work out very well for everybody. China, Japan, the United States, and everybody in the region. As far as the currency devaluations, I've been complaining about that for a long time. And I believe that we will all eventually, and probably very much sooner than a lot of people understand or think, we will be all at a level playing field, because that's the only way it's fair. That's the only way that you can fairly compete in trade and other things. And we will be on that field, and we will all be working very hard to do great for our country.
Driving. I may have to buy one of those things, drive around town. Maybe I'll drive back to New York with our First Lady in a trailer. What do they call that? RV. An RV. Well, you should know Indiana's the capital of our. Wise leaders always put the good of their own people and their own country first. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots. It's really incredible.
And just from a health perspective.
And by the way, NIH, what they've done, I spent time over there. And I like
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about rationalizing conspiracy theory. What I mean by that is pretty much Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about a very fun and hopefully realistic topic, Nesara Gesara. What does that mean? National Economic Security and Reformation Act. Global Economic Security and Reformation.
The end of global poverty. Trust the plan. Have you ever heard about Nesara and Gesara and wondered what they really are? Or have you ever wanted
We enter another part of our mutual journey. We, the Pleiadians. The dark cabal, as noted in our previous message, feels secure since its numerous exit agreements seem to offer it a kind of temporary security. In fact, it is our intention to do away with these agreements once we have taken the first steps in the complex distribution operation. When this is done, the next part is to bring in the new republic. This act is to terminate the Federal Reserve and put an end to USA Inc. This operation can at last end this present Congress and clear the way for a formal declaration of the Nesara governance. It is this governance that can permit a new, peaceful reality to manifest and set the stage